Hey everyone.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper.
So, I'm back. So just over a year ago, I did a video where I found out what my Hogwarts house was, and I got Gryffindor. So it's been a year. So I've decided that I'm gonna retake a quiz. I'm gonna be finding out my Hogwarts house again. So, which of the following would you most hate people to call you? Ordinary, ignorant, cowardly, selfish. I'd have to go with ignorant because I just don't like the idea of someone calling me ignorant. After you have died, what would you most like people to do when they hear your name? Miss you but smile, ask for more stories about your adventures, think with admiration of your achievements. I don't care what people think of me after I'm dead, it's what they think of me while I'm alive that counts. Yeah, I don't care what people think of me while I'm dead. They can think whatever the hell they want. Like, I'm dead, I'm not really gonna care. Given the choice, would you rather invent a potion that would guarantee you glory, wisdom, love, power? No comment. How would you like to be known to history? The wise, the good, the bold, the great. The great. You enter an enchanted garden. What would you be most curious to examine first? The silver-leaf tree bearing golden apples, the fat red toadstools that appear to be talking to each other, the bubbling pool in the depths of which something luminous is swirling, the statue of an old wizard with a strangely twinkling eye. Gotta go the statue of an old wizard. You never go into a bubbling pool. It's bad news. What kind of instrument most pleases your ear? Piano. 4 boxes are placed before you. Which would you try and open? The small tortoiseshell box embellished with gold inside with some small creatures seems to be squeaking. The gleaming jet black box with a silver lock and key marked with a mysterious rune that you know to be the mark of Merlin. The ornate golden casket standing on clawed feet whose inscription warns of both secret knowledge and unbearable temptation lie within. The small pewter box, unassuming and plain with a scratched message upon it reads, I open only for the worthy. Gotta go with the one that was Merlin. You'll love Merlin. 4 goblets are placed before you. Which would you choose to drink? The foaming, frothing, silvery liquid that sparkles as though containing ground diamonds. The smooth, thick, richly purple drink that gives off a delicious smell of chocolate and plums. The golden liquid so bright that it hurts the eye and which makes sunspots dance all around the room. The mysterious black liquid that gleams like ink and gives off fumes that make you see strange visions. Probably the smooth... Yeah, I don't like plums. Probably the foaming, frothing, silvery one because I don't like plums. If it hurts my eyes, why would I drink it? And if it gives me strange visions, why would I drink it? Once every century, the flutterby bush produces flowers that adapt their scent to attract the unwary. If it lured you, it would smell of a crackling log fire, fresh apartment home at the sea. A troll has gone berserk in the headmaster's study at Hogwarts. It's about to smash, crush and tear several irreplaceable items and treasures, including a cure for dragonpox, which the headmaster has nearly perfected. Student records going back 1,000 years and a mysterious handwritten book full of strange runes believed to have belonged to Merlin. In which order would you rescue these objects from the Trolls Club if you could? I definitely want to get the book first. I'm not as worried about the cure. And I'm really curious to student records going back 1,000 years, so I'd have to go book records cure. Which would you rather be? Trusted, liked, imitated, praised, envied, feared? I wouldn't want to be imitated. That's horrid. I'd like to be trusted and liked, but I feel like I don't want to be. Do I want to be? I don't want to be envied. I'm gonna go with trusted. Which of the following do you find most difficult to deal with? Hunger, cold, loneliness, boredom, being ignored. Being ignored. What are you most looking forward to learning at Hogwarts? No, I'm allowed only 6 answers. Right, so I don't really care about that, so I'll go on to the next version of it. I want to know all about magical creatures and how to befriend / care for them. So I just love that. If you could have any power, which would you choose? Power to read minds. Which I'm pretty sure what occlumency and legitimacy are for, but I just love to be able to read people's minds, so then you know their true thoughts about you, so you can actually work out who your true friends are or not. And I really want to know what my parents secretly think of me. Which of the following would you most like to study? Mer people. One of your housemates has cheated in a Hogwarts exam by using a self-spelling quill. Now he has come top of the class in charms, beating you into second place. Professor Flitwick is suspicious of what happened. He draws you to one side after his lesson and asks whether or not your classmate used a forbidden quill. What do you do? Ooh, lie and say you don't know. Tell Professor Flitwick that he ought to ask your classmate. Tell Professor Flitwick the truth if your classmate is prepared to win by cheating. He deserves to be found out. Also, as you are both in the same house, any points he loses will be regained by you for coming in first in his place. You will not wait to be asked to tell Professor Flitwick the truth. If you knew that somebody was using a forbidden quill, you would tell the teacher before the exam started. Thing is, I don't want to create enemies here, and I still got a second, and I'm kind of happy with that. So, I'm now reading what's in the brackets, and I'm not liking it. I'd say lie. Actually, no, I would tell him that he ought to ask a classmate, because if they're willing to tell him, then go ahead. But I will. I'm resolved to tell your classmate that if he doesn't tell the truth, you will. Thing is, in the end, I probably would. But, like, I just don't want to create enemies. And although I love starting drama, I don't like creating enemies. You and two friends need to cross a bridge guarded by a river troll who insists on fighting one of you before he will let you all pass. I suggest drawing lots to decide which of you will fight. Which road tempts you most? The wide, sunny, grassy lane, the narrow, dark lantern alley, the twisting, leaf-strewn path through woods, the cobbled street lined with ancient buildings. Which nightmare would frighten you most? Standing on top of something very high and realising suddenly that there are no hand or footholds, nor any barrier to stop you falling. An eye at the keyhole of the dark, windowless room in which you are locked, waking up to find that neither your friends nor your family have any idea who you are. An eye at the keyhole of the dark, windowless room in which you're locked, and then waking up to find that neither your friends nor your family have any idea who you are. Being forced to speak in such a silly voice that hardly anyone can understand you, and everyone laughs at you. I don't like being laughed at, but I don't fear it. I don't like... Thing is, if neither my friends or family knew me, I think that'll be a bit of an issue, but that doesn't scare me. I think what scares me is standing on top of something, because I have a horrid fear of heights. Late at night, walking alone down the street, you hear a peculiar cry that you believe to have a magical source. Draw your wand and try to discover the source of the noise. Obvi. A muggle confronts you and says that they are sure you're a witch or wizard. Do you ask what makes them think so? Agree and ask whether they'd like a free sample of a jinx. Agree and walk away, leaving them to wonder whether you're bluffing. Tell them that you're worried about their mental health and offer to call a doctor. I'd have to say ask what makes them think so. And then jinx. Dawn or dusk. Moon or stars? Moon. Forest or river? Forest. Black. Tails and left, because I'm left-handed. So, where I was once a Gryffindor, I am no longer. Congratulations, you have been sorted into Slytherin, the house of ambition, determination and cunning. You are amongst other Slytherins such as Snape, Draco and Merlin. 69% Ravenclaw, 38% Gryffindor, 24% Hufflepuff. To be honest, I'm quite happy with that result because I love Slytherin. Like, I think they're very misunderstood, but I definitely don't see how I was a Gryffindor in that many ways. So, yeah. I have nothing to say, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.